What's up, guys? Today we're here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and I'm here with the Airtractor 802. Now, this plane is very special because I have grown up around these planes. My granddad flew them. I don't think my uncle flew them, but he flew 502, which is really the same thing. He just holds less and has three blades instead of five. So, yeah, so that's why I got this game, Airtractor. I've never seen this car's driving around. I've never seen a Airtractor in any game ever. So thought I'd hop in here, share my experience around them, see how accurate the game is. I have my own pictures I'll play, my own videos I'll play, just to kind of for realism. And I'm not trying to say if this thing is not 100% accurate, it's a bad design. And so far, it looks amazing. It looks really realistic. So as I walk around and quote pre-flight the plane, I'll just kind of talk about the differences between this plane and our plane, because not all these planes are made equal, which I'll get to later. So first thing is this light right here. This actually can pivots right here and swings out so you can light up what you're landing. Next is the pitot tube. Ours was a little different. It was like a paddle above this. And as you took off and gained airspeed, it would get pushed back through with the wind pushing on it. It would open up this hole right here, and then you have a pitot tube. So we didn't really have a pitot tube cover. It just kind of covered itself. Next, over here, you can see that there's booms on this plane right now, and these booms are connected to this pipe right here that runs up and around, goes around the gate, as we call this part down here, the gate to the pressurizer. I forgot what this is called, but I'm calling it a pressurizer right now. So how the boom system works is the liquid's up here, it gets sucked through a hole which is in the front of this thing, and as this spins, whenever you're flying, it just creates suction and pressurizes, pushes the liquid through out to the booms. That's how it sprays. And if you want to let out like fertilizer, like little balls, little beads, called dry fertilizer, you would quote change over, as we say, and you kind of take a screwdriver and take off these booms, put them off to the side, take these off, accidentally prick your finger on these right here because they're really sharp, and then take this off, and then take this off. You would turn these around because these are actually little holes right here, little tubes. You make them face this way, so as you're flying, the air comes in and kind of keeps all the fertilizer moving around in there. That way you're not getting all the beads stuck together or just kind of sitting there. Kind of keeps them aerated. But then you would drag this really big wedge over here, if you can call that a wedge, and it's called a spreader. You kind of lift it up. I forgot where, maybe you can see on this plane where you would tie the stuff to. I can't really see. And I'm stuck. Yeah, I can't really see where that goes, but you would turn these around, hook the spreader up back here, pick this front up, and the back and set it on here, if I remember right. It's been a long time, about 2 years since I've done it, I guess. As you can see, under the fuselage of the plane, instead of having booms, you have the spreader, which helps spread out dry fertilizer. And that way, you put in the fertilizer on top, comes down, wind hits in the front, and it kind of blows up the back. That's interesting. And a lot of people don't really know what this is, and I kind of already explained it, but it just kind of spins and pressurizes everything. All right, so next you have the engine, which is a PT6 engine, and I think it's 1280 horsepower or 1250 horsepower. I'm not really sure. But yeah, PT6 engine, 5 blades on it. Let's keep on moving around, got these landing lights. So another thing that is different from our plane is we actually took off this entire cowling and we made it wider, which I forgot what it's called. It doesn't come from the factory like that, but it's kind of like a mod people do, I think. And it basically just gives you more air whenever you're it's hot days.
As you can see, it kind of hangs down a little bit. Pretty sure it's called a cascade cowling. You can also see another glimpse of the spreader down there.
This side's kind of the same deal over here. Here's another one of the pipes you can flip around. This right here is actually your hydraulic line to the brakes down there. This little hole and this little hole where you can drag the plane around that. Nothing too crazy. Another light over here. Lights on the side. So one thing that's really weird about these booms is there's actually no nozzles on them. In real life, you have nozzles that are hooked to each one of these things. That you can control how much gallons per acre comes out. 3, 5, and 9, I think, or 8. I don't remember. You can twist them. Some of them, though, you have to just take the whole boom off and then put a whole new boom on there because they didn't have the fancy twisting nozzles. And then, not on this side, but the other side, it's the same thing, but on the other side, usually you do this. You hook up a hose and kind of wash out the whole entire boom system. That way you don't accidentally spray the wrong stuff on a different crop. So one thing that's different on this plane too, we did not have this on the right side of the plane, only the left side, and it was more up here. It wasn't down here. But it just reads off how much gallons are in the hopper, which I'll explain that in a second. These right here is only on the 802, but I don't think every 802 has them. They just kind of help stability, I guess. So like I was saying over there, this is actually up here, and it just kind of reads off like, 100, 200, 300 gallons. And that way, if the pilot's gone or the pilot can do it himself, the guy that's filling up the tank can stand right here. Or if you have two guys, one can stand right here and watch it. And as soon as it gets to 800 or however much you're putting in here, you can say, all right, shut it off there. And that way you haven't got to climb up there, which you can open the door and look. This is also in there too, which I'll show you. It's right there. And then to put gas in here, again, this is actually up here instead of right here. You just kind of hook the hose up to it, turn the gas on. We usually put about 100 gallons in or run up to 3/4 of a tank every time. You'd also climb on the wing and climb across the rivets, and you open up this. That way you can kind of vent the air tank, and then the gas tank. And that's pretty much. Also in the front too, you can read how much goes in there, and then right here is where you can check the oil at, and then if you go on this side of it, right here is where you can put in more windshield wiper fluid. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the outside tour. That's everything I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, so far pretty accurate. I'll throw up some pictures maybe while I'm doing it or right now to kind of show you just how close to real life it looks, to be honest. It looks really good. So yeah, kind of about this lifestyle. You get to work when the sun's coming up, pre-flight, put chemical in it, pilot gets in there, starts up, takes off. About half an hour later comes back and put more chemical in him, takes off. He never shuts down. You're refilling him while the engine's on. That's just how you do it. And you can walk up on the wing right here. You can put gas in there, engine's on the whole time. And usually he has it where the air is not blowing straight back at you. Depends on what you're doing. But you just spray all day, every day. Some people love it. For 2 years, I loved it, but then I got a different job, which will be a later video and a later plane. So stay tuned for that. But it's a pretty awesome plane. Growing up, I loved them because I love tailwheel planes. I love World War II. So this plane looks like a World War II fighter. Well, the closest thing you can get to it. Closest thing to a modern day dive bomber besides maybe like firefighting. With these planes, be even more World War II like. But as you know, I also like military stuff in my other videos. So This is just like a modern day fighter, I guess. Modern day World War II plane, which is really cool. Also, it's cool if you like farming, you can watch the crops change throughout the year, know that you're directly helping. And if it rains and it's too wet for the farmers to get in the field, you're the only one that can do it because you don't leave route marks. You're not actually driving around in the field, even though it may look like it, because you do get low. But yeah, pretty cool job though. And they do have two-seater versions of these that I wanted to fly in, but haven't had a chance to yet. If I do, I'll definitely post those videos. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop on in. So let's say you just got to the plane early in the morning. You walk over here after you pre-flight it. Let's just say it's already a chemical in there from last night you put in there or something like that. You grab onto this handle right here and you walk up these steps right here. And it's really hard to get in actually. You have to like open this door, put one foot right here, swing in there, and I don't know. It's an art to it. It's an art. Luckily in this game though, you just click a button. All right, so here we are inside the Airtractor 802. So first thing I can notice is this right here isn't really, I wouldn't say not accurate because some planes are digital with like all the engine panel and everything, but the ones that I've been around is all analog dials, so that's a little different for me. And this right here, it's not really an EFB. That would be like somewhere else. This is actually like, for example, we use sat lock, which is how you can see where you sprayed at and do your calculations, that kind of stuff. And then right here, there's like a little light bar, and it helps you stay on center line, but this one doesn't have that. Also, I don't think ours had this vent right here either. I don't remember how it vented. Oh wait, I do remember. It was like, it's hard to explain. Maybe I have a video of it, but there's little balls that get sucked up to the top of the thing, to the top of the hopper, and as the pressure inside decreases, it wants to suck in air from the outside, so it comes in, and then it just springs back up to reseal it once the air's in there. But I have some pictures I can show of the inside of this too, so I hope I can do that right now. If I can figure that out in post editing, I'm not really an expert on that. If not, I'll just add it at some point what the inside of what this looks like. Then you have the seat. It's not really the comfiest. You're sitting on like a stretched out. Uh, I don't even know the material, plastic. I don't know. But as you can see, let's see if I can remember all these controls over here. Power lever right here, lever, trim, trim, pitch, mixture. This is actually not a mixture. It's actually a fuel shut off because it's either on or off, if I remember correctly. This right here is fuel cutoff, but so is this. Again, could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Anyway, tailwheel lock. Yep. Okay, it's telling me what it is, but I know what that is. Okay. Prompt. I swear. Tailwheel lock. This right here, I forgot. Pump brake. Yeah, I actually did forget what that is. Here's your flaps right here. This right here, I actually forgot what that is too. Is it going to tell me? Hold on, let me get this out the way. Aileron trim. Maybe. We had a little more buttons over here than that. AC right here blows in your air conditioning. Again, this is all different, but this is in the right spot, I'm pretty sure. Here's the window I was talking about where you can see how much is in there. You can even see if I move this out the way. You can even see, okay, this is kind of annoying. Little window right here. Here's the gallons. But be careful because over here, as it says ground, tailwheel planes lean back, so it reads different than when you're in flight. So that's why there's two different numbers on each side. This down here is actually all pretty accurate. I'll throw that up. And I'll see if I can remember to start this thing from memory, if I can do that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really 100% sure all this over here is. I don't remember what was over here. We keep maps over here so you can see what we're spraying. More air conditioning, also air conditioning behind you right there and right there. Right there and then right there. And then what else? Air tractor, that's pretty accurate. Um, So yeah, I think that's really the entire plane. I mean, it's really simple to be honest. It's farm equipment if you think about it like that. But let's see if we can start this thing from memory. So I want to move this all the way forward. I'm just kind of guessing on this part. I'll move it all the way back for now. Not like that. Yeah, all the way back for now. Um, okay. So turn this key on. Okay, turn my generator on. Or actually, I'm pretty sure it is at the end, so I'm gonna leave it off for now. Let's turn on the engine ignition. You can probably hear tick, 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 tick. What's the igniters? Let's see. Okay, now I hear it. Let's see if they can do this. Usually you use two fingers on these things. I think you can let go at some point. You go all the way forward with this, and then off. But in this game, I think you have to keep it forward because it is a mixture technically, I guess. And it should catch. Hopefully. Oh, there we go. I think you can turn this off now and just start it off. Yeah, okay. Feels good that I can start this thing from scratch like you used to. No, I'm just kidding. I never actually started it. I just watched them do it 1,000 times. See, it always give me a start and listen. Also, just realized I forgot to prime it, so I just failed. But it didn't need it, It doesn't always need it, so I passed the test. Um, Now I'm going to actually turn the engine off and then restart it from the outside, just for like a sound test, because I have a video of me starting it, or a video of the plane starting. I can kind of put up here, and we can see how accurate it sounds. So I think to turn this plane off is this button. Nope, this button. There we go. Okay. In real life, you just pull this back. Okay, I should have done it. Pull this to 0, and you can turn that off. That's really all you got to do. So is it off right now? Come on. Yeah, off. Bam. Okay. So let's go to the outside and take a look. All right. Here's the outside. Let's see if we can do it. So, no commentary. Let's lock in here and listen. All right. Now, hopefully, if I can figure it out in post editing, right now will be what it really sounds like. Okay. Hopefully that worked. The magic, the powers that be. Hopefully that worked. Forgot all this over here means. Okay. So let's see if we can text this thing out. Also, I'm going to admit right now, I just got this game and not really too sure on the controls. So please forgive me if I absolutely crash this thing in about 2 seconds from now. All right, let's taxi here. Let's not hit this plane right here. I know you're thinking, the plane just changed. Yeah, ignore that. So let's see here. Remember now I crashed. Okay, anyway, let's see if I can get around this plane. Okay, okay. This is a very tricky situation because the way they park these planes is really unfortunate, but I'm not even sure if I can fit through here, but I'm gonna try. It's gonna be very close. Like, I actually cannot tell. Let's see, let's see. Nope. I hit. Okay. Ignore that again. There we go. Hit that plane too, but let's just pretend I didn't. All right, so we're gonna pull around here to the runway. Kind of came in a little too fast there, but it's fine. Okay. All right. 1 second. 1 second, guys. All right. Close enough. Okay, so I'm gonna fly around here and see if I can land it, something like that. But I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to actually put stuff in here, like with the ground crew, after I land and get back. So let's just go for a little test flight here. So here we go. And I'm gonna do this from the outside just because it probably sounds really cool. Let's see. Yep, sounds cool. Now it's not. We're off the runway here. And these planes are actually extremely good at flying. I mean, they're like, if you see what they can do, it's like amazing. So with this thing being empty weight, it should handle really well. It seems that I did not take any fuel in here, but it's okay. Spoiler alert, that's why I crashed last time, but I couldn't figure out what happened. But now I know. So 1 second, guys. 1 second. All right, guys, here we are, back in the saddle. This time I actually have some chemical to spray out in here, and also got some fuel. And guys, I promised last time I was just trying to teach y'all why to pre-flight your plane, okay? And do not ignore whenever buttons turn on. So let's see if we can take off here. And this is where my knowledge kind of leaves the room because I didn't actually fly these, but from my research, I can have kind of an idea. So let's shoot the beans to the engine and let's get out of here. Like, I'm not sure about takeoff speeds or anything. I'm just going to wing it. I'm also not very good at keeping this thing straight, apparently. All right, and we're off. Completely intentional. We're going to climb up a little bit and spray this field to my right. All right, so the field is just off to our right over here. Let's see if I can do this the professional way. So first you fly over the field like this and look for power lines, trees, towers, really any kind of obstacle to look out for. So don't see anything, so now we can start this spray. So I'm gonna come around here and start spraying. All right, here we are. We're gonna kind of come in here a little diagonal, but it's okay. So let's go ahead and turn the spray on now. I'm gonna fly at these trees and pull up at the last second. So here we go, and pull up and spray off. Make a hard right turn over here. Level off. Come back around on the left side for the next pass. So here we go. Right over the trees. And I'm actually kind of high right now, so I'm trying to get back down. All right, spray off. come back down here. Let's not spray these animals and spray on. All right, this is the last pass. I'm gonna go back and land. See if I can taxi around and shut this thing off. All right, pull up, spray off, back to the runway. All right, have the runway inside over there. See if we can land this thing. All right, here we are on final. I'm trying to focus here. Not the best video game airplane lander. I think I'm in reverse right now. I'm not sure. Come on. Oh, I had it to the very end there. I had it to the very end. All right, let's taxi around and park this thing, turn everything off. All right, I'm gonna park it over here in this grass where all crop dusters belong, in the grass. So here we go. All right, here we go. Let's do a little engine shut off now. Okay, I can tell you from experience that engine shut off wasn't exactly right, but it's okay. All right, so that's it. As you can see, my flying skills are not as good as my knowledge skills, I guess. So pretty awesome plane. Glad to see it finally getting represented in games because it's a pretty awesome job, pretty awesome play style too. You know, it's not just your typical fly around. You're actually doing something while you fly. So kind of cool. But yep, thanks for tuning in. That's about it. See ya.